to run through the mirror images or to run right through the fear guy, I would be so much happier. But they go right.
Yeah, I hate that too.
Could a
Bubble does
shaman
work.
put a totem down, tremor totem, and just like eat it, and within 3 seconds later it'll break it?
I don't think it worked.
Really? It's a fear.
Because there's a sanity mechanic.
But you can still go right into the split personality and get stunned.
Yeah. So I did my 5 mass. It was easy, and I died because you know the guy who like throws you and stuns you in the hard zone.
Yeah.
He threw me into split personality. After I
don't even know what
moved
split
away.
personality is.
Well, if you hit yourself, you get dazed and stunned. You get sanity damage. So yeah.
So I did my first solo 5 mass last week in Stormont, and it was honestly jokes. I waited to I had 2 things left when I got to the last.
Oh
fight.
yeah,
This is
because it was not split personality.
Right. So then this time yesterday I did it in Orgrimmar, and I got the thrall, and I had just popped my circle before I even got the thrall. So I got there and I was like, okay, I'm at 75% sanity. I should be good. I ended that fight with 6% sanity because I screwed up enough times in that thrall fight to be I didn't think I was gonna get it. I honestly thought I was gonna die.
Have you guys noticed that sometimes he actually follows you around to do the stun thing that he did?
Yes.
Like,
he did
what
that.
the fuck is that?
I was like, this is bullshit. He did the exact. He was facing one way, and then he put the thing another way, and I was like, that's not the way you were facing. What the?
Like, sometimes you can move out and no big deal, but it's something he actually follows you around to cast this.
Okay, so this is the other thing I noticed. Because I did it, I hadn't done it on a low level in a while. So I did thrall without getting the other guys, just a 1 mask. Or not a 1 mask, but
one box.
just a one box, yeah.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even do the defile where it actually takes sanity. It's just a stun.
Yeah.
When does it become is it?
So as you finish the other areas, that's how he gains more
Abilities, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that he gains he gains the wave from the
By default has 2 abilities. He has the circle near him, circle far from him, safe and hurt one. That one he has always,
And the
that one
shock
used to do
wave.
stun. And then the linear shock wave that stuns you. Those are his only 2 natural abilities.
Right, but what I'm saying is that shockwave, when you do it on 1 box, doesn't take your sand, if you stand in it. But in 5 mask, it does.
Yes, it actually
Well,
does.
the 5 mask,
damage,
you're
right?
getting a shit
Yeah.
ton more damage.
In the
Like
5 mask, it's
sanity.
also damage
It's buff
becomes
from
sanity.
another boss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you stand where he puts the line, over, I think it's actually after once you start to clear. I was just wondering which boss actually adds that because I know what.
It's probably the boss from the
Lines boss.
It's the giant demon.
giant guy that does the beam and does the.
Oh, that's totally where it is.
The
'Cause, yeah, he
ball.
has that ability.
The ball.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's totally where it is. Yeah, because you get the silence from the other guy, that from him. The extra pet from Rex. I'm not convinced at this point with purchasable corruption. I'm not even sure it's worth doing a 5 mask.
You need to get you 5
Okay,
you get the
some
4.
of us can't do a 5 mask, so
You don't have to do it. Jeremy.
No, you
Yeah,
still get a
totally
470 piece. It's still worth doing it.
Well, it may be worth doing. It depends. If you have 470 in every slot across all your gear that have the right stats, then there's 0 point. You're done. But
Right.
if you don't, then there's still or if you're looking for a particular Azurite piece and you want to roll the dice on getting a 470 Azurite piece with the right thing.
But I don't think that anybody has I don't think any of those Azurite pieces in there are better than the ones that are in Ray.
It depends on the
It
class.
depends on what it's the talents, right? Sometimes Some people want a very particular talent in the Outer Ring or something, and sometimes there's only one spot to get it.
Like for Prod Paladin, the Mythic Plus pieces are better than the Raven.
Can we go in or?
Yeah, Insight's okay. We can summon if needed.
No, Ben. How are you supposed to do more DPS? You're not done. Don't even kid yourself.
Which zone? I'm sorry.
It's in
Panda.
Pandaria.
We're summoning Ben. It's all good.
I don't need to do mass for soccer.
Don't worry about it.
Don't
Ben.
talk with
Like,
penises in your mouth.
Ooh.
No, my point was that now it's like if your choices are between doing a 5 mask and failing, and doing a no mask or 1 mask and getting all 5 boxes for the not echoes. The echoes.
Yeah, if there's any chance of losing, echoes are worth more than the drop, probably for the next 5 weeks.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
it goes back to getting the items. Because at some point, what we're all going to want is like every single item you wear is crit haste with plus crit on it, or some variant thereof based on your weirdo class.
Versa.
So, is there a maximum is with corruption? So, let's talk about severe, for example. There's rank 3, so you can wear 3 rank 3s, or can you wear 4 rank 3s? There's 3 the most.
You can wear as many as
you want.
There's
just
You just risk
Eventually, you'll
dying.
get to the point where your first attack will kill you.
Or may not.
It's like smack dead.
Well, 6, yeah, like what's Ash is saying. Like,
Yeah,
if
it's
you wear
ridiculous.
6, which is 120 corruption and very easy to do, because it's 20 each, that gets you, it lets you take what would be a baseline like 33% and turn it into 50%. Or 50 turns into about 80%.
Well, 120 is going to be what they're putting on as the top before we go, right? Like 125, I think, is what they've said. The cloak will.
Oh, in terms of mitigation, yeah. But our resistance, I'm negative again. I've got 87 resist, and I'm only wearing 85 because I just don't have any items I want to.
I wish if you went negative, it gave you cool things.
I think that would be fantastic. Give me flat stat buffs.
That'd be horrible.
Well, it would give you less
balance.
healing, less damage taken, increased healing taken.
Perfect. Give me a reason not to wear corruption. I'd be so happy.
Same.
Just because you like it anymore doesn't mean the rest of us have to.
Well, I like doing DPS, so
I'm currently almost negative 50.
I would assume that
Negative
everybody that
50.
does DPS in the raid also likes doing DPS.
It's worth a certain level of hassle.
When
How much
you can
hassle
do
is it?
15,000 more DPS, you think it's not worth the hassle?
Probably not. Depends on what it is I have to do.
Oh,
Yeah, if you're running around the world, it'd be worth it. Everybody likes playing.
Who said you gotta run around the world? Having a circle that you get out of every once in a while is not.
I have a circle. I want to have a dude running at me, and then multiple eyes, and then a trigger that causes even more, and a negative debuff to how much healing I can get. None of those things are worth it.
Instead of go over 60 even.
Yeah, I do not like
59
the
and
things
under.
in the beyond.
I want to send to go that high, Renzo.
And I'm not saying you are. I'm simply saying that I wish that there was some benefit to not having any at all, right? Like even a lore or thematic aspect, you're uncorrupted. Hey, you're
That's like saying I wish they would give me a reason to not level my neck or de-level my neck. They're never gonna incentivize you to not participate in a progression.
They would incentivize you to get your cloak to the highest
corruption
level.
resistance. Yeah.
Right. You would still need to go any higher.
But that's capped more than wearing corruption is. Wearing corruption is an entire gearing. Leveling your
I just don't want to be corrupted.
Leveling your cloak is a means for you to participate more in the corruption system, not less.
I want if I don't wear any corruption, I want Gift of the Titans to proc and.
Ooh, yes. Sign me up.
That would be interesting.
Pure of Heart, Gift of the Titans now procs outside of visions.
Ooh, we're having Thunder Boomer.
Thunder Boomer?
Yeah.
Been raining nonstop for me since yesterday.
Let's do flash, folks, and let's see if we can one-shot this. We are, we know what we're doing. Let's just pay attention, play clean, and pray we don't get the shittiest of all shitty runs.
I vote we don't do colors and we just have Keith go run this. Like
follow me.
That was fun. Wait, did I miss the color?
No.
Dana has not done it yet. Just patient. Oh, that's bells. That explains it.
Does anyone have a book?
I can help one. All you gotta do is ask. It's down back here. Nick, make sure you grab yourself a flask.
Does Belle need anything off this boss? Like, does she?
No.
How's Belle? Is much tired?
Did Pickle sleep last night?
She
Surprising.
did, yeah. Yeah, I woke her up for a dream feed at 11 after the raid, and then she slept for 7 hours straight, and then went down for a short nap. First thing, like, I gave her a bottle, and she went back to sleep at 6 for another hour.
Oh.
At 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, I woke up constantly to check on her because she hadn't woken up.
That's the reality of being a parent, I guess. It's like you expect it, and so your body's constantly like, "Where is it? Where is it? Why is she not woken up yet? Is she alive?"
Well, what my mom does now is, like, if I'm up, like, I'll call somebody, or, you know, we end up doing something, and it's like 3 a.m. And she'll come and, like, find me in some weird portion of the house, or sometimes I go outside because I'm worried my talking would be loud. She'll find me outside and be like, "What? Did you check my bed?"
Position, guys. Come on. Everybody ready? Alright, we are lusting 3 seconds into the poll as soon as the melee reaches the boss. Range, get yourself in positions, healers, you know, make sure that we're in position to heal T.
Wait, I gotta get pots.
Okay.
My problem at the moment is that I'm fine for like the first hour of the raid. The second hour of the raid is super hard for me. And I just want to fall asleep.
Actually, I will get more healing potions as well.
Did we get candy?
Yeah.
Drop back there. Dylan can redrop it nicely.
Candy of
There you
candy.
go. Alright.
That fell crack.
Tell you exact my boogers.
Oh, Wes, just an FYI, we are out of the crit food.
Alright, we'll restock tomorrow for the
Thank
week.
you.
No worries. Positions! Seatbelts, everyone!
Five, 4, 3,
Pre-pot.
2, 1.
Keep it clean, run it out nice.
Beware.
Remember to run away from the swirlies on the ground.
Circle and star.
5,
Okay.
4, 3,
Go, go, go.
2, 1.
Pay attention as it gets over here. Figure out.
Circle.
Circle. Come here, come here. Get off the wall as soon as the fire disappears. Use up your stacks, get out there. Ben! Whoa! Battle res Ben? Ben? What happened? Did you run into...
Second?
That was my second.
Okay.
That's 3.
I didn't turn. Oh. You have aggro bomb, let's sit here.
My bad. I'm doing my my hybrid right now, so I do have TDs occasionally, so.
Beware.
Back to where we were. And
5,
look.
4, 3.
We'll res Ash in
2,
a couple of minutes
1.
after the intermission.
Beware.
Yeah.
Safe in the middle.
Good circle.
Yeah, this is an easy one.
You jinxed it.
Yeah.
No.
And then we're
What?
clear for movement. I can go far.
Alright. Go, go, go!
Watch out
We
for
didn't
swirls.
call who was doing it. Druids and Brian and people.
Wicked left.
Make it happen. I got red side.
Get middle.
Okay, I'm pulling Brian when it's down.
Got
Behind
middle.
Rest easy, heroes. My servants will ensure your
Got 2.
I have 1. Where is he?
There's one over here on the warriors. Yeah, keep that. And there's the other one, Keith.
Where's the other one, Keith?
No, and there is. I was standing right on top of you and it decided to come out and smack my face.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be. That's what they do.
Well,
They're stupid
we
mobs.
can see where they land. One landed midway far back, so the other one must have
It
landed
was totally fine. It was,
on the
I was just
butt.
commenting, hey, it's up. That was all. That was all.
Yeah.
Alright, good job. Back out in the middle of the room. Keith has rotated. Get yourself in position. Don't get too many stacks.
Do you
Good.
want to battle res Ash?
In 52 seconds,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said it was coming.
Yeah, all I said was it will happen after the intermission when the timer's up. We had 2.5 minutes because we lost it.
That's 2 on me. Yay.
Also, compared to when we learned this fight, the healing requirements are very... Everyone's playing.
Beware.
Maybe that's our typical MO. Once we learn it, we get better.
Whoa, Keith, whoa!
Come back to entrance.
5,
Go, go, go!
4, 3,
Call for
2,
help if you need it.
Beware.
We're good at skull.
Safe.
Okay. Right after this, get off the wall. Keith's moving to our left. Careful, Keith, not too early. We have range to... we don't have range on Ash until someone runs, so whenever a druid has the opportunity to shift and get out there, get just kind of toward purple, that direction.
I'll get it after incinerate.
Yep.
Beware.
Star circle.
5,
Okay. Ashes
4,
up and we're all moving.
Oh, I need a
2,
grip.
1.
Beware.
Right in the middle.
Middle good.
Stay tight.
Oh, phew.
I do not have a grip for right side, Jeremy. You go. It's Brian.
Okay.
You think yourself immune to madness?
Yeah, got middle.
Are you certain that it has yet to take
Let me know when
hold
you're ready.
Got it.
Now.
Blessings, heroes.
Right, both of mine should be on my statue.
Got 2.
They're on me.
Where's the other one? Here.
This is not a good pattern. I don't like.
Yeah, there's a bunch on the right.
Ace, one towards Skull. Help Ash and Kev over there. Melee just. Yeah, head there. We're almost there. Try and get back to the middle for transition. Keith head.
90%.
We're good.
To just move early because when the last one dies, he transitions early. That's all I'm saying. Good job, guys. Keep it clean. Symbols up, Luna.
Same.
Throw Luna and innervate. Her back's heavy. We're all sitting on it.
What are you talking
Throwing
about?
away mana.
We're just riding her. She's carrying us all the way home.
So not true.
Purple and green.
5,
Keith, move,
4,
move, move, guys.
3, 2,
And then
1.
look.
Beware.
Green.
Green. Getting close. Get off the wall, get positions. Alright, bring it home. We don't want to do the other transition. 1 minute left.
I will see.
I've got this one. Him's up.
Oh, how do I have 3?
Doesn't matter. Don't go run out, just finish it. 2 million! Haha!
Vision of what was and what will be.
I'm gonna go get my reroll tokens. I forgot.
Head to Skitra, let's do the easy one because we can do it without Dana if need be. And we'll wait and see if she's actually able to get online. She whispered me and said it's the hurricane and her internet was being flaky. So
You're back. What
if
happened?
anybody got a spare trinket,
I would like one.
probably use it. Or Renzo.
Champions. That
What did we
vision
get?
was
We
as
get
much for me as
like
it was
4
for
of
you.
them.
Only one
Yeah.
of the hands.
Wants
I
us
keep
to
getting
believe that my corruption is inevitable. Doubt me if you must, but know that I will not rest until his smoldering corpse lies at my feet.
Animal.
What?
How many infinite stars ticks did you have that?
The full stack?
Yeah, but it ticks a certain amount of time.
Oh, I didn't check.
5 million damage, right?
Yeah, it's still.
I'm assuming that's like 20.
I need a res.
Dana's
Yeah.
offline. Oh.
I feel like my damage is still too low, even with Infinite Stars.
A lot of downtime on that boss.
Yes.
A lot of downtime on that boss.
That's why dark classes have the advantage.
That's why you should run tentacles and they can hit it in the air. Yeah, they can hit it in the air.
I think even so, I think that tentacles are
like
in that
the
DPS.
sim does not account for Raytheon downtime air phases. That's why I did.
Well, I don't even have tentacles, so.
Yeah,
My
I'm just saying.
tentacle did 7% of my damage.
It's just better.
Oh wait, I do have a 2. I don't know. I'll try
Because
that.
Infinite Stars is damage predicated on the fact that you're attacking, right? Even if you have stacks on the mob. But if you're not attacking the mob, it's not.
We're not interrupting the settlement.
Hello.
Hi, Dana.
Welcome back.
How's your internet? How's your
Well, my computer, it just everything went out and came back on, and I'm still trying to log.
Oh, he's at 100 again.
Well, there's 2 of them. There's a blue one and a skull one.
Well, I'm assuming the skull
there's
is
a
the
third
one
one.
we're focusing on.
I'm on the blue one.
We got the patrol. There's 3 of them.
The
Just
skull.
keep going. We're fine.
The skull actually hasn't casted anything.
Yeah, it's the blue. It's the other 2 that are healing. That are healing skull. So just need to have a melee on each one.
I got skull.
Blue.
So
there's a moon as well.
When I get back, I'll get on moon.
What is dirt from the below? Is that damage?
That thing that knocks us around.
I can't.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you gotta move out if you have that sword.
Sometimes so many people have scrolls, I can't have anything again.
I mean, for this pack is always kind of annoying. Maybe we should just split it in half. The tank should have 2 stacks, so like there's enough room before.
Well, typically we don't get the patrol as well. Oh, I can't get this one. All right. Is that me? That is.
Are the menders stunnable?
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
I've been stunning them on the reg.
Yeah, unstunnable, interruptible, boopable.
Let's
think
hit
that's all
DR
of
because it doesn't
One
last
more.
long.
One
Blue,
more square.
blue.
Square.
Now we're good.
Pull the
Dismiss
sentinels
your
thing.
pets, please.
No, just pull the sentinels. It's fine. Whatever. Maybe they'll drop a ring.
Oh yeah, 475. Thingamajig.
Socketed ring ready to be corrupted.
Everybody would need it too.
Yeah.
So, just so we know, I did a test after raid the other night, and it was my camouflage pets that were pulling around.
Ooh.
Well, it's a sentinel. A lot of things called sentinel this game can see through.
They do see through stealth.
Yeah.
So
I understand that they do, but my pets have never pulled.
But yours probably don't use camouflage. Yours are probably using actual stealth, and stealth and camo are different spells.
Ah.
Yeah, but
if you're using a spirit beast, then yes, we'll have actual.
You just need to put some points into improvement.
I wish I could.
I have a question. Pets have something called Play Dead, right? They go with your Feign Death?
It's not synced, but yes.
Because I've never seen my cats like lay on the ground when I find that.
You have
They
to,
don't.
You have
It's
to
a
buy
separate
it
spell.
from the Hunter Lodge.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a separate spell, and you usually have to like macro them together, but they are separate things. So you can leave your pet up while you feign, and that is usually how it's used.
Okay. That makes
I have
more
my
sense.
pets feigning when going when I feign. Like they die
Don't
when
kill
I feign.
yourself on the spell reflect for the thorns.
See, I generally don't, because I want my pet to stay up and it can fight on till it dies or whatever, unless I absolutely need it to feign too. So.
No, because most of the times when, like, I don't know, when it's Beastmaster, like, nothing gets so out of hand that if it's gotten that out of hand, I just want to get...
That's fair.
And also, assuming you should just reset it right, because, like, having you guys feign, and then having your pets stand there and keep the boss in combat for another 15 seconds while the boss tries to find it and beat through it, isn't... Like, either it should feign with you, or don't have a pet.
Be super duper squishy and just cadaverific die.
Oh, mine was dead. That's why you can tell mine do it, because somebody commented on the fact that it was dead, but that was what it was doing. So they actually die, they disappear, right? But when they play dead, they just lay there.
That's good to know.
Can I get a book?
Yep.
I need to run to the bathroom real quick.
Not allowed. Go in your pants.
Ooh.
Look, see, we're dead. Look at my pets. We're all dead.
Oh my god, it's so sad.
Wait, is Kuroma the spirit beast, or did you catch that as a wolf?
I caught it as a spirit. It's a spirit beast. But I use it as
that's
my
not cool. You know the story behind this, right?
No.
So for like one patch, there were spirit. They looked just like that. They looked like the spirit beast wolf, but they were summoned by shaman mobs out of like a totem of theirs, and they were only up for 4 seconds or 6 seconds, so it was shorter than your like tame timer. So what people would do is they would trigger that, get lusted and chug a pot of speed, and then tame it in time, and they would catch it, and like was a wolf pet with that model.
That's awesome.
It was a hell of a thing, and I didn't get it in time, and I'm quite sad I did.
Aw.
So they let you keep it?
They do. Like, look at this one. I've got this one still, and this is a kept pet, and that's also not a thing anymore.
Huh.
The slime, no, it's
Crocolisk.
disgusting.
That's a crocolisk, it's not a slime.
I didn't name a crocolisk. That's its default name, because it's got the skill set of a crocolisk.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, so this is another one. They made a mistake. They made something tameable. Anybody who tamed it in the meantime got to keep it, but they fixed it.
No fun allowed, Blizzard.
Yeah, well.
Fun police.
There's a feast down, guys.
Eat your food.
Okay, Mom.
I feel like they were really lazy with the lightning forward augment rune to make it have like the blood effect from the normal runes. They should have had like some sort of lightning effect. Like, it's just really lazy, in my opinion.
Think you do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Was that a sneeze or a
No, we
Daffy
told him to
Duck
go in
sound?
his
No.
pants, so...
That's an animal noise.
It's doing it right here. Don't go in. Like, don't stop moving. We don't want to be all the way down.
It's very close to the noise
5,
that Keith
4,
isn't allowed to make.
3, 2.
It's once per year noise.
Is that like my Christmas gift?
Mm-hmm.
Druids are same team, so they will either both be able to see it or neither. So just be ready for that.
Oh, I didn't spec into my circle. Whoops.
I've got boot. Brian's going out. Good. Dropping it up. Okay. Wait on the explosion. Range can start. Melee, you can go out there for 4 seconds. 2, 1. Get back in your melee. Come on. Get out of there. They are up on the other side, Melee. Go finish it. We will protect you. The druids cannot see it. I have booped. There is a path right here on top of the circle. Get in the circle. Melee, get out of there. On the circle.
I can't.
Watch out. It's going through his body.
4.
Beautiful. It's past us.
2,
Just ride it out. Psyche needs to go to blue.
Embrace the madness.
What killed me?
You walked in.
We're back.
The outburst guy is up. They're on their way back, but they are killed. They'll finish them off.
All right.
One in the triangle, one at skull.
So the guy that I couldn't see.
One past purple, one at X.
People are hitting this over here for some reason.
Can you do X? Is this?
Thing at X.
There's a psyche there that they're finishing. Get back up, stack up.
What about circle?
Circle.
No, not
Like
circle.
I said, it's
Did you say
corner
diamond? Past
here,
diamond?
right.
Yes. It's this one.
Okay.
Reset the circles. Battle res unedible. Yeah, you just can't move. Like, it was really tight. I managed to get them.
Yeah, I thought they had
One
already passed by.
No, because I booped them, they were on a different pathway than the other. Okay, back to the middle.
Notice we didn't lost.
Yeah, bloodlust now.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Sanity.
Just take it to blue. The druids are different. One of them will be able to root for us. 5 seconds. Range, get the psyche. Melee, you got 5 seconds of DPS. If you wait on the images. Okay, images are up. Get out of there if you're melee. They're on the side of the psyche.
Rooted.
They're rooted. We're clean. Don't move. Finish the psyche.
Are you certain any of this is real?
Quiet. Let the tanks talk.
Okay. One at the back corner by Moon.
By Moon.
You said
One
yes?
No, nothing
Okay.
by Moon. One by Square. One by between Skull and X.
Between Skull and
And
X.
there's the two by Purple.
There's one between Skull and X, yes. That's us.
Are we clear over there?
No. We're killing them.
We're now.
You're good now. You're good now. Did you guys, like, leave the group and go wandering out there? Is that what you died?
Well, the images disappeared when we transitioned. And
You changed sides.
Yeah, you changed sides. They were still there.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's frustrating when you're targeting the psyche and then it just disappears because you.
Back to the middle of the room. Set it up clean. We have a res. If you can reach one of those melee, pop them up. Stack up tight, guys. Get in here. Stop spreading. Try and get the circles on top of each other.
Yeah.
2.
Since
1.
both tanks are always have eyes on at least half of the room.
Taking it to orange, dropping it off. It's down. Range DPS it. Melee just stay in. Okay, druids are same team. They're either both going to get it or neither. Be ready. They're not able to see it. Get tight, very very tight.
I can
There's
pins
one
one.
clear spot.
Yeah. Okay.
Get in the mushroom and do not.
Tanks are clear. You should be able to stand on the tank and be safe.
One is walking through his body. Get to the back edge of the mushroom
Just a
away
little
from
bit.
him.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The psyche's still up.
Yep, range. Stay on it. Stay on it. Dude, Brian. Yep.
Alright, we're good.
Okay.
I should have gripped you, Az. So close.
I cheat on this boss, it doesn't even count.
Even though the mobs are immune, do you get like crits off of them? When they're
I
just-
dot all the split.
She does freaking everything. It's insane.
Like, do you dot the guys that don't take any damage for the duration of their no damage? Does that actually count though?
I get
Or is it just-
resource
You can
Oh,
get
yeah.
crits
Nice.
and your apparition.
and procs and corruption.
If you end up dodge rolling, you pretty much have 100% uptime.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I watched a couple of Shadow Priests do it, and I was like, okay, well, this is how you do it. So
There's a pair of flute boots. Keep in mind, guys, 475s are where it's at. That's why we're in here. Doesn't need corruption because you can put corruption on it.
Even if it didn't have corruption, you can put
Yeah.
corruption on.
You can, as of the hot patch today, you can put corruption on anything. It just has to have,
Not
no
your neck, not your cloak,
No,
not
no.
your
Anything that can have corruption.
Don't be pedantic, Renzo. Obviously, you've never been able to have corruption on those.
Even stuff that you cleared before, you can put it.
Yes,
Yeah, they
fixed
fixed
it.
it.
Everything that is
Small and
eligible to be corrupted can now be corrupted.
Nice. Can you corrupt crafted items?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna corrupt my ring. It's gonna be beautiful.
I'm corrupting my crit haste.
I'm not certain on it, but I'm hoping. I mean, there's no reason they would exclude me.
I'm pretty sure it's only stuff that can corrupt itself anyway.
There was a
Oh, well,
post
Because
about
I was looking into
crafted
doing it
items.
for tailoring.
Well, we'll find out. I mean, when Roberta buys anything, she can test it on her pants or gloves, and I'll test it on my ring.
Talking about? I started at 0 essences, 0 thingies, because I guess I have everything.
Not now. When?
I will test it. I got
taking me
17,000
forever.
echoes.
Oh, animal, shut up.
I think 17,000.
I have 6,000.
Yeah.
Is that good for anything?
I have 2515.
I'm gonna get them locked up there.
On my Alliance Hunter, I was annoyed because I was at like 475 echoes to buy my
Oh
first
no!
I have 915. I think it's gonna take.
That sucks. Kev.
Oh, we need
That
How?
one, Kev.
Because they increased it to 2,500 for Nelson.
Yeah, I was like right there. I was like, oh, the next thing I'll be able to buy my first essence, and then oh nope, not for.
You need to go do it via the quest system, like we all use it. If it's something you actually want.
It's probably a lot slower that way, but probably.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm not gonna go like. I'm not grinding a Vision of Perfection again on.
Oh no!
Fuck that.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
I've already grounded out for me, for Kev, and for Luke, so I'm done. My hunter has run Mechagon 30 times, and my paladin has run it like 35. So.
Is this done?
Yeah, did you ever get the achievement in about clearing Mechagon without dying?
No.
That doesn't sound very
it's
dreamy.
Too randomy.
It's just the last boss. Like,
Do you have to do it in time? Can you just like go?
No,
real
it's
slow?
not a key thing. It's doing the dungeon in hard mode.
It doesn't have to be in hard mode to get the achievement, though, does it?
I think so.
I thought it does. If it's not, then we should do it.
Easy. I'm pretty sure you have to be in hard.
Is hard mode that much harder? Like I've never.
Yeah.
tried.
Only the last boss. Only the last boss makes
It's
a big
about clicking shit on the last button in the proper order. That's
Mike,
I might
what's going on, Mike?
reflect the different stars.
No, Mike is.
No, I hit so hard in Vision of Perfection that I just killed myself.
Mike is stacking mastery like a motherfucker.
Did Mike say I'm so perfect I killed myself?
Visions of perfection.
I mean,
what he meant.
It's true.
Mike, teach me how to Mike.
I'm gonna buy all that masterful when it comes out. I'm so excited.
You'll be able to instantly buy all 3, eh? Like 3, you'll be able to instantly buy 3.
Yep.
There's
I'm gonna buy
haste by all sources by 12%. There is TD. There's
Infallible
Mindflay.
truth.
There's the CD reduction. There's
Infallible Truths actually ranks really high for me for.
Yeah, I put it in my ring. Although I'm not sure. I don't know if I see differences, but I'm not paying attention.
I don't.
Dana, the vendor is in the chamber. It's from Mother. She has the stuff.
I don't think there's any Versa. There's no mastery stuff.
No, I think there's mastery. There's no Versa.
No, there is no mastery. I would have
There's
bought
mastery
them.
1, I thought. Is there
Beware.
There's no Versa. I know that.
Is it the mastery proc?
The mastery proc is.
Because there's some. Because there's some proc.
There's
Like the crit proc is there.
Beware.
I'm pretty sure Mastery 2 is up, but it's not worth it. It's not as efficient.
Yeah, I thought Masterful was up too.
Maybe Masterful 2.
One of the masteries is up there. I know that because I looked and I puked a little on the inside.
Oh shit! What happened?
We got buffed.
All those purple
There's only 6 at a time, and they're separated by rank.
I had to. Mikey needed to be buffed. He was behind me. That wasn't supposed to be happening.
I'm tanking.
It's what you've always wanted, Mike.
Mike tanked for us briefly back in the day before most of you joined the guild.
Beware.
Oh wait.
I remember Mike coming in to tank a couple times. Wasn't here when he tanked, right?
No, you've this was well before. Like, I'm trying to remember who was in the guild at that point. Me, Bell, maybe it.
Brad and Mark and all.
Yeah.
I don't
that was when
remember
we were
Mike
with
tanking.
we were playing with a bunch of like people Mike knew in real life who were a bunch of casual. And then half of them quit after our first heroic raid because they couldn't take the criticism.
Oh.
Wes was too hardcore and drove them away. He broke up my real life friend group.
Wes, can you be more hardcore? Can you yell at me?
Because that sounds like BRF stuff, but I joined you guys in Highmall, but I don't remember Mike tanking.
But yeah, I mean it was.
I would tank the normal stuff because like Mark didn't do this, so I tanked.
But you only joined in high mall? I didn't know that.
Heroic. That's like that's the beginning. We started like some heroic high mall.
What happened to the warrior tank that was supposed to be tanking Legion before I was a douchebag and left?
Adam?
Adam wasn't douchey, was he?
No, Annabelle was the douchebag, not Adam.
Like Adam,
He was
Adam
pretty
got
clear in
his
that.
class like fucking ruined.
That would have been Segway. Adam.
Yes, that guy, yeah.
He met a girl, moved to Seattle, plays with her now, as far as we're aware. Haven't talked to him in a couple of years.
Am I tanking?
Yeah, same strat as always, no changes. Let's get some markers out. We got 3 tanks running around. Do we need extra help, or is that enough for you guys to...
Usually it is.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
Brian
gonna-
and you
I'm
have
gonna
high
do the marks.
mobility. And yeah, okay, you do marks. Brian and you have high mobility, and Nick can make.
Brian, you're good with that far side, or did you like the other side?
The far side's fine. I can do this side over here. I'm good with. Like, we'll just do. I'll
give
do
you
the
half.
3 on the, and then you do the 3 over there, and then Nick can do the 2 in the front.
And then,
Remember, everyone's on this side.
and then do marks for the raid. Just don't use those 3 colors.
All right. Well, the raid don't need much aside from like here, tanking position. Everything's relative to the boss. Melee, you're on the butt. Nobody within 15 yards of the boss except the melee. That means all of the cones will go out of his butt, and we're safe over here. Help Brian Hunters anytime he needs it, just to make sure things move cleanly. And on the first wave of puddles, if no melee get targeted, make sure the melee get one and the tanks get one. Everything else is details. Noble, Lustful. It's all about burst.
I'm ready to kill myself.
Don't do it.
I won't kill myself.
Yeah.
You just keep telling yourself that.
No, Mike won't, but I will.
But it might. I won't do it while not touching anything. You'll just do it when not touching anything.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Alright, wakey wakey.
5, 4, 3.
They will lost as soon as the melee reach the
1.
boss. Be ready. There it is. Melee, just make sure you're behind him, not off to the side of him, please. I got tanks.
3, 2, 1.
Group 1, reset. Wait for half to get back in. Group 2, reset. Hunters, at your convenience. Luna, yippee.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready, get inside, now. Second adds up. Also behind. Don't have range on Brian. Got him now. Ready for curses. Group 1, anytime. Group 2. Hunters. Hold. Don't do it yet. Last few people.
Let's buy tanks, but that's okay because he's just gonna eat this one. Yes.
Ready for annihilation. No range on Ben. Where are you, bud? Gotcha. This is the Devour. This is the transition. Get to his ass.
Ooh. Thank
Careful.
you, TD.
Spells, quick.
I'm not even touching him. Fucking.
Okay. Things are rolling. Careful, though.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna stand there.
I'm probably out. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Buenas noches.
Good night.
These are very sad people.
Sand people?
Sad
people.
She just woke up for the second time in 2 hours and she's wide awake.
I thought you said it's time for Zanny people. I was like, oh.
I thought you said sand people from Star Wars.
From the context, does that make sense to you, Annabelle?
No, not at
You can
all.
take
But
it,
that's what I heard, man.
Get Peter up.
Where are we stacking?
Reset position. Same thing as before. Don't change it. Thank you, Keith. Drop them off. Get one anywhere near the tanks. No? Okay. Group 1, reset. Hold up a sec. Group 2. Melee, you guys have to move. Just reset. Okay. Easy. Hunters. Remaining people. Good job, guys. Dropping it off with tanks.
3.
Get ready for annihilation anytime. There it is. Get inside. That's second head.
This one's gonna be a pain in the butt.
Statues there to help. I'm also
Reset
free.
positions. Don't be too close. Ooh,
No,
which
you
way
got
you
it.
going? Okay.
Where do you want me to go? Because the boss needs to move right. Alright, I'm gonna go far.
Curses are
Yeah.
out.
Group 1. Get Brian topped.
He got enough mana.
Okay, get in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Careful, don't hit him. We are fucked here. The curses are gonna kill everyone. Dispel what you can. That was a bad transition.
How did he get so much mana?
I assumed like Brian's ad just was out there forever. So while he was moving across the room, he just get.
Oh, he wasn't in circles for the cast.
No, he was trying to move. Like he moved it 3/4 of the way around the room. It was not a good.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I could have. I
Probably should have
misunderstood
just
what was happening, so the off tank could have just grabbed that.
Yeah, I headed to try and help you at the butt, and you ran around the head. So by the time I realized it was a long way around, it was just a bad spawn and exactly the wrong. Die. There is a soulstone. Do not release. Please die. Hit him hard. Just smash him to. Let everything come in. The balls will explode and help kill you. How did you live through that?
How did I live through that?
It's Nick.
It's okay. He's still doing that.
Nick and I both have. Oh god. I
Oh, that was the
magical.
Was that the Berserk?
Fucking TD'd a million fucking people in PvP. It's pretty inspiring sight to see.
Alright, other than that, that was on track. We have to be careful to make sure we have enough time on that one, and those ads were just casting. I think if it happens like that,
one of the tanks can just bring it to Brian.
yeah, if it's that bad, call for the off tank to move and help, right? Because like there's always somebody free who can just move out, grab the ad, and hold it for a few seconds while we figure.
Yeah. I don't think Nick and I are really using our big cooldowns either, so if we get like a triple stack, we can do a tank cooldown and ask for a healer to just give him a single something.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't happen very often, but it was a long way across the room, and then it took way too long to get back to where the other ad was, and they were both casting and donating the whole time, and it just went. I've res Mike. I'm not sure what's going on.
Baby aggro?
Could be. I mean, my baby's up. And yeah, what Luna's saying, like with ranged, if you're gonna drop it at range, drop it like behind the ranged. There's no point dropping it right there. Like we need a window, because every time we get pulled by the black hole, it pulls us in toward the boss, which can bait the. Check your flasks. We're starting to be down under 15 minutes.
With the melee, get the puddles. Can we drop them kind of between melee and range rather than on both sides of us?
Yep. As long as you can even run them in nice and tight to the boss if you want. Melee don't need a lot of room behind him. They don't need the room to the side.
Well, you do need the room to the side, kind of. If you
Do I
can't
need
get
to drop
through the wings, you have to go to the side.
Yeah, drop the second one, Dana. Yeah, we can just be sensible about where you're dropping at range. Like, don't be lazy. Don't be like, it doesn't matter, and just drop it there. Like actually plan it. Drop them near each other. Give us some.
Congrats, Ash.
All right, buffs up. Drain that cauldron, team.
I can't drink anymore.
I'm not thirsty, Dad.
I'm already an alky.
You'll drink it and you'll like it.
Your dad's side is showing.
You have no idea, Renzo.
The drive-by got a flask.
All right, here we go.
4, 3,
Same thing as before.
1.
Path does it. Just wait until all the melee are on the boss.
Oh, don't. We all taunted.
Somebody do the 10.
2, 1.
No. Okay. Group 1 reset. Melee. Mikey sometime. Hunter. Everybody else.
4, 3, 2,
Beware.
1.
There's the wings. Be careful, melee. Right back in for annihilation. Get close. 2. Everybody in.
Beware.
Come on, bud. Get him up. Stop wasting battle reses on stupid shit. Here comes the curse.
Beware. True shadow. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Group 1. 2. Hunters.
Oh.
Easy, 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 easy.
Beware.
Other people.
Beware.
Just add 3.
He's good. This ad's good to come in, yeah?
Yep. This will be your transition.
3, 2.
Okay, annihilation. We still gotta hide. Get in, get in.
There, transition.
Yeah, we beat the curse. Okay, get in here. On the butt. Nice and easy. You can beat up the ad if you want. Let the healers get rolling. Dispels. First buff's up.
Brian, did we manage to kill either one of yours that time?
He only had one when he walked in, I think. Or it was
They
so
were,
low.
they were both up. It was at like 3% or something.
Yeah,
I forgot to swap that time, too. So.
I was just wondering if it makes any sense just to like leave them on Brian permanently and just have everybody DPSing.
Not really. It's too much mana because they can still donate in the second phase, which makes the phase long. Like, he can get mana while we're trying to get rid of his mana. Reset your positions, watch the 15. I'm dropping for tanks.
2, 1.
Group 1.
Beware. Shadow.
Group 2, what's left? Brian and Felgut, okay. Hunters, you're good. And everybody else.
4, 3, 2.
Get ready for annihilation, be near stuff. Get in. Second ad spawning. It's kind of bad. May need the off tank to help. Just to make sure it doesn't get too close to the boss. Thanks, Keith. Bring it around. Ryan just. Keith's bringing it in. Taunt it off him.
2.
Got it.
1.
Curse is up. Group 1. Group 2.
Beware. Shadow.
Hunters. Remainders.
Must consume.
Beware.
Gathered.
Annihilation's just soonish. Be somewhere where you're near one.
Is this one okay to just run in?
Yep.
4, 3, 2.
After the wings, be near stuff. Annihilation. Get in. That's transition. Get to his butt. We don't have as many cooldowns this time, so just be gentle.
Many shouts?
Yeah, pop them.
Oh.
Derek, once again, thank you for finding a strat that makes this fight suck less.
I was sad. I almost quit after that night because I was like, man, I suck.
I mean,
You know,
game's up.
Yeah. Mythic almost requires that some people just do mechanics more than actual boss.
Alright.
Yeah, but it wasn't that I wasn't trying to do mechanic.
Devours. Drop one of the tanks. Don't all run away. Thank you, Jeremy.
1.
Like, what I do?
You put that poster.
I said thank you. Group 1. Drop it off.
Yeah,
I didn't do
thank
anything.
You guys
With that ash, all Shadow Priests are the same. Group 2.
Wow.
I mean, literally, you both look identical. You're shadowy, you float. Hunters. Everybody else.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Jeremy, reset yourself.
You
Get
have
in,
to
get in.
stand in anyway.
Yeah, but the timing is such. Ooh.
Beware. Cannot.
Fuck you, green people.
Oh.
Eels.
Yay. Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Had you for a while, but you came back.
Shukves. Skurvas.
So, did anybody get anything particularly impressive for their echoes? Because I just got 91, which was the same as what I got on like heroic.
77.
It's RNG.
Drain the cauldron if you need.
63.
Let's kill some trash and get some rings.
Those are some nice fucking legs.
Like
Thank
nice
you.
legs
Days.
for fucking, or for fucking in, or legs
Both.
that you want to fuck, or
All
the above. I bonus rolled the same legs.
nice.
Isn't that the best kick in the nuts?
Yeah.
I want that weapon.
Don't yuck someone's yum.
Peter, what that means is now you have one for TD and one for IS.
Derek, you are not allowed to survival mains.
Yeah, in about 4 months.
Yeah,
No,
you know,
I want
just
it
in
for
time
PvP.
for like leveling.
The axe?
Then where are you?
Behind you.
I just bonus rolled the axe.
No, he means the staff off this guy.
Ah.
Works for BM pretty well.
I got my Tinky trinket. Very exciting.
That's a good question, Ash. What do you think?
2% healing in PvP, like 2% damage, and then heals me. That would be alright.
We're ready for Hive.
I'm okay with dog.
Everything high.
Yeah, we can go play with Doug. Either way, we got to clear the trash all the way to get to the area
Hive
around
or
the
dog. Yeah, whichever one you
Go to
want.
the butt.
It's time
Like,
for...
how does this work? Like, they just randomly call you at 9:30 at night after you've worked a full day and be like, hey, dude, you got a call.
Yeah.
What the
Work
fuck?
is
Nobody respects your people's time.
Man, I am glad I don't work corporate. That would be really stupid.
It's how they
Are
put
we good
fucking,
for all?
Yeah.
It's how they block meetings during lunchtime, like not giving a fuck.
I don't understand like having meetings between the hours of like 11 and like 2.
Because it's a valid.
I don't give a
reason.
shit.
Like unless you're feeding everybody in the meeting, you shouldn't have.
Well, especially if you work for a corporation that has multiple time zones, like Bell works through lunch all the time because for Germany it's the end of the day, and for India they're like up at 3 a.m. Like you don't.
So what's my company's excuse? We're all Eastern.
That's just your company's a bunch of assholes, and you need to find new bosses.
So I did
100%.
I did a bunch of Zooms over the course of like 2 weeks at like 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock our time because I was dealing with people in Australia and I got a $4,000 bonus out of it. So I mean, it seems like it was worth.
Yeah, but your company actually seems moderately sane for a corporation.
I mean, I volunteered to do it, right? Like nobody forced me to, but yeah.
Grip Mastery 475, guys. Half has a
Yeah,
pair of legs there.
Would you?
I don't want.
You can get rid of the TD. Remember,
that's the thing. I have it without the corruption.
Maybe you want a pair without corruption.
Yeah, that looks kind of good.
Dude, if you're aware of them, get them.
Yeah, I got them with the socket, so I won't roll.
Like you know, you could never see them again for the next 6 weeks, and then you may want a pair to put them on. Like now is the time to get dupes of everything.
Dragging him.
Really.
Let's drag him forward, not back.
Nobody should say no to TD.
No, you cleanse it. Duh.
Well, I can cleanse it and put a different correction, right?
You could.
Yeah, dude. If you don't have a 475 pair of pants, grab those. I just got the
definitely
475. So.
cleanse them. Put
They're
something and
plain.
put. You can definitely cleanse them and put Sever 3 on them.
Yeah, Sever 3.
Hunters like Sever, don't they?
Oh
Sever
yeah.
3 is
You
gonna be
just
like
stack it. You stack Sever 3 in a bunch of pieces.
Sever 3 is gonna never show up though on the thing.
Then your auto attacks where you even hit like a truck, like crit.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed by how little damage like Mark's auto shots do. They're like 4% of my damage.
It seems
It's
to be
nuts.
wrong. Like
because you're a
white damage
caster.
should be.
It's more about the. It's as much about the proc, right? As much
Yeah.
as the proc on your bow.
8%.
Sorry, I was playing it up for dramatic effect. But yeah, no. Or auto shot.
I'm trying to figure out a good site to. Is there a good site to like run corruption to see what is the best?
Yeah,
Raid bots.
And Mikey's been setting up strings that you'll be able to copy if you wanted to put like corruption stuff in your slot to try and figure out what you should put on a particular item.
Because I know that like 3 Sever 3s are first, but I don't know if it's expedient after that or if it's just.
So expedient's great, but I don't know if that's true for BM.
It's number 2 for me, right? Like now that they've never, well, will be once they nerf Gushing
Wound.
Yeah, Gushing Wound is such a sad loss.
But it's a question of whether like more haste is more auto shots, which lowers your proc. So I think it's.
Well, it's you have to balance your crit and your haste as Beastmaster. It's really strange.
So.
It would be interesting to actually care about stats, Roberta. Like if corruption meant
All the
anything.
BM hunters in the middle.
What? Holy Priest stack is versatility. To
Sorry,
be honest.
What'd you say, Nick? I couldn't hear you.
All of the high mythic plus runners in MDI that are running BM are just running the crit.
Okay, that's what I thought I heard, but I didn't know for sure.
Like, because you have to, not only do you have to auto attack, but you have to crit with that auto attack for the proc. So, I mean, it's gotta have enough crit to where it's generally high enough to be proccing too.
Yeah.
So it's like a fine line between you want enough haste that your auto attacks are faster, but you gotta have enough crit where you're critting consistently too.
Yeah, right. Because your reps are right. Because it's only on crits for auto shots that are reduced. Cool.
Yeah, Dana, that's the corruption that you want on a lot of pieces. Runs over.
Why are we supposed to stack Versa?
I don't know.
That's
just what other folk are doing.
Are you guys talking about the next thingy or now?
No, I'm just doing a lot of Holy Priest stacking the Versa.
Derek, why do we care about crits for lowering the cooldown? This.
I don't stack Versa. Unless you do keys, then maybe.
Oh
but...
no! There's a Beastmaster talent that on crit, a 20% chance on crit resets your barb shot, and you want to keep barb shot always up because it's a 9% attack speed buff on your pets and a 9% crit buff on you.
Right. Got it. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you were talking about this effect, not that.
Yeah, I misspoke.
And once you have it up 100% of the time, it's wasted, right? Like then you want other stuff.
Right. Well, you always want the crit. I mean, the crit's really good.
But I think you like the more barb shot, even so, like barb shot still hits decent too. So.
Yeah, and barb shot keeps your focus high as well.
Right.
So you always want to be able to cast barb shot. It's like your highest priority thing.
It will make a difference between not being able to cast Cobra Shot when everything's down and being able to cast Cobra Shot when everything's down.
Right. Well, and also barb shot reduces the cooldown of your beast inner beast.
Eye of the depths. Hang on. Nope, it's bold.
He dead.
Good.
Well, yeah. Yield's right. There's
you have to stack those. That's a must.
Yeah, I have 3 guys. Yeah.
But also it reduces the barb shot also reduces the cooldown of your the inner beast or whatever it's called that buffs you and your beast by like 20% or whatever. So barb shot's just like that's the highest priority spell. Like if it's up, you want to be casting it.
What's absolutely silly is Brewmaster's haste. It cools down my keg smash. If I keg smash, it cools down my bruise. If I use a bruise, it cools down blah 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 blah. Haste is like I need 10,000 points to get 0.5%. So it's just like it's an impossible journey.
So Brian, part of why I hate that mop fight is that I can't use Arcane Shot when I'm on the little ad guys because it just does nothing. So I don't get to True Shot as much.
I was watching a video about.
Well, I mean.
Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, you still want to. You can still use Arcane Shot. It just doesn't do damage.
Right. It's just wasted focus.
Right. But if you're trying to get another cooldown up, I mean.
Oh, I know. I'm making sure it's up whenever I get to shoot at mine.
What
it's
is
just
happening?
Yeah.
You could create like a. You could create a macro for that fight that like. Whenever you hit auto shot, it targets Mott and then goes back to your previous target. That way, like, you won't even like you won't have any interruption in your DPS cycle. You're.
I see what you mean, but I'd have to be looking the right way.
Again, Rubens.
I was watching this video on Beastmaster and Shadowlands, and they were talking about where I would get an Arcane Shot back, and there would be almost no reason.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because they're giving a lot of abilities back to a lot of classes that are like not used now.
Well, because we can't.
Right, so it's like.
I want to know what animation for survival using Arcane Shot.
And they're not even sure they're going to be able to. Like, they might have to switch the bow to even.
Well, they have what is it? Sting attack that pulls out a crossbow.
That would be great. I don't know. Is that what they're going to do?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I thought the Serpent's thing just threw a spear. Did you pull a crossbow?
No, yeah, he well, on my hunter, it's definitely a cross. He pulls out a little hand crossbow and shoots.
Oh, like the little rogue ones?
Yeah, like a hand crossbow.
Which one was the Spectral Village? I don't
It was our basically we got to play Renzo.
that one.
It was like Fade, except it would drop boss mechanics. And you just pop it, and then the boss mechanic just doesn't hit you, and it was amazing, and I loved it. And then they took it away.
We should be able to transmog that slot and wear a bow and our spear.
A bow and the spear? Just duct tape a bow and the spear.
DP.
We're gonna get all three because we waited.
Alright, let's just wait.
Yeah, I was like,
Just wait.
if we did it right before he turned around, but then he turned around as we all gathered, I was like, nah.
But yeah, Jimmy, I don't know who told them that all these shadow priests are like desperate to heal, to off heal, or.
But like, fuck that shit.
As a
Would
shaman, I
ever
loved
want-
off healing. Don't pull it through the red stuff, Dayren. It really has to be past those blood splatters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
because
wanna
then
be a
we
fucking
get the
off-healer.
tentacles.
Thank you, Keith. I
I
appreciate
certainly
you.
don't mind it. I certainly won't like want it in lieu of something that's going to buff my damage.
We get stuff that nothing is buffing our damage. It's
Aren't
all
you getting
buffing our
Shadow
health.
Earth Death?
We already have
That's
shadow.
bullshit.
We already have.
Kill us again, Act.
Great.
Rain of blood.
Like, what the
Move your
fuck?
feet.
I don't need help killing myself. Frankly.
Are you sure?
Shit, we're-
Yeah.
Ash,
You
there's
lived
something
through
you're trying
several
to tell.
fights.
What
Beg
if
to differ.
you can kill yourself softly?
Shadow or Death will not kill you soft. That will kill you hard.
My friend and I had like Warcraft lyrics for that. Unsheep my heart, say you'll buff me again.
What was that boss in
Undo
Black
this
Wing Descent?
fear.
Shadow or Death always kills me on that.
Or whatever.
Parasites are pathing.
They're
in.
okay. They are
Finished Sangwamar.
they are babies compared to all the other trash here.
Yeah.
Keith, that wasn't that bad. If I sung, you guys would all be mute.
Yes. The only thing that I remember about Dog is that the ooze now drops food, and that the boss needs to be fed that food. And
Feed the doggy.
So,
Feed the dog its own vomit?
Good doggo.
cadence of what it should be is every other ooze we should feed it.
And
That's-
does it give you a debuff or anything?
I don't know. They said healers could do it.
I'm bringing friends.
I think we're good to go.
Why?
We're full though, man. We don't have room for any.
Because they were skeleton.
So
yeah.
once you feed the dog, you get a dot.
Right.
The ticks is why. I think
Slimy
you can't do it.
residue, yeah, it's yeah,
But also
restricts your
when you
ability to
get
even
the-
pick it up for 3.
When you get the blood thing, it roots that person in place.
But it reduces their speed, they should still be.
I'm gonna mark eyeball. We just need to watch out for it as we finish this path. This group, I should say.
Maybe freedom? Do we...
But it's not a snare, it's actually
Oh.
just your speed is flat reduced by 100%. But I think that should mean that, like, you could click in a Warlock portal if you happen to be next to it. and-
eyeball.
Go for it.
Ah,
You mean we need to tighten the tooth, or how does that work?
I mean, I think it's gonna have to be near the tanks, but not too, not too close, but not too far. I guess.
I like how I watched videos on Hive Mind. And then we're doing this.
So apparently the movement speed,
Ooh.
Warlock's Burning Rush, whatever DK's passive is, Ghost Wolf.
Beware.
Oh yeah, because you cannot be reduced when you're under those ones.
Yeah, we've got both of those types of feet in this ring.
Yeah, but
Apparently if anything the class has that gives you a minimum movement speed, then that counters the effect.
Like
Vicious
hunters can
charge.
hunters
Should
can
be able
still
to-
leap. I can dash still. I mean, not hunters. Warriors can still
and
leap.
priests can, and if that's the case, priests can almost certainly grip. And we have 4 priests, we'll be able to move people around.
Gracious. No. Oh, bitch.
So, are we calling
gave,
the priests people movers? Is that what we're calling you guys?
That's what we do. We're
I don't know.
enabling.
We all fucking look the same.
I mean,
U-Haul, it's fine.
I move you physically, Ash moves you spiritually.
So one of the creepiest things is apparently in Michigan they have like a public transportation that's like a Unirail, but they literally call it the People Mover.
They have it in Miami too.
That's a lot of.
But the idea, not knowing what a People Mover is, and being told that, oh yeah, we'll just get the People Mover. It seems unsettling. There's a Cthulhian horror in here somewhere, and I...
Listen, Indianapolis has weird things too. You have a university that goes by Ooey Pooey.
Yeah. We also have Skybridge.
What? What is
Ooey
Poo?
IUPUI.
University of Indiana, Purdue University, Indiana?
Yep. IUPUI. Oopoo. Alright, so tanks do the same thing, and everybody else like runs ads and stops moving and gets pulled?
Oh, so keep in mind, the damage from the explosion is way more on Mythic. Well, let's see, how much more? Yeah, it's 50% more. It's not a one-shot, but it's a lot. So everyone needs to be ready to react, and if it's in a spot that's near you, you do have to run away a bit. You can't just ignore it. Like, beyond that, when it dies, it drops multiple foods, so we can use that to feed the boss. We will play with the whole movement stuff. You can't get hit by the cone. The spit's gonna hurt a little more than normal, so just make sure healer frames see it. And tanks, just nothing changes for you as far as I can tell. It's the 10 stack of hungry, and that he's basically enraged if that ever happens. That we're dealing with the morsels.
And Nick, we're still good on whoever has the 2 stack just doesn't tank the boss?
Yep.
Okay.
No, everybody, well not everybody, but a significant portion of the raid will have to rotate through.
Not the tanks? Because the oozes don't go on the tanks, really. So.
Yeah, we can't direct them.
Right, but I think wherever it
things
drops,
are on the ground.
You have to like drag it so he eats it or something.
Ah.
I think the concept.
Supposedly you can pick it up.
I'm pretty sure you take the food bits.
The person who, I thought that was the person who drops the food, can pick up the ball and touch the tank.
Well, I mean, it's... So that doesn't strictly make sense, okay? Because every ooze drops multiple morsels, and you can only feed one morsel every 3 minutes. So the multiple morsels need to be set up, obviously, that other people could pick them up and bring them, or feed them. So we'll just have to play with it. We'll see how it goes. And maybe we have to run around the room. Let's give a pull in and find out.
Movement. He's got a lot up.
How long is the debuff? It's like once.
3 minutes.
Once every, 3
so you
minutes.
can do it 2 or 3 times a fight. I will try and do the first one, like, even if like the ooze doesn't target me, I'll still try and go over there and pick one up and see how it works, and we'll figure.
And then, so I wasn't here kind of for progression for this. We just kind of, did we actually DPS the oozes, or was they just?
No, you can't.
No.
They fixate. They run to that person. They explode. You need to not be within 20 yards of the explosion. It's a lot. Sure.
Yeah, this is like a purely single target fight, so you should be doing
Single target things.
Yeah, freedom I heard was gonna work.
So
We can have a book. Oh, it's that.
So can I like Tiger's Lust people if they need it?
You know, post-hate frees you from it too.
Oh no.
Can we just stack druids and have them form shift?
I don't know. I'm a shadow priest and I don't have any of those things.
I'm gonna switch to Master's Call too.
Good call.
The feeding part has to happen or we wipe. Everything else is just normal. It just does a lot more damage, so you can't fucking stand it shitty. So it should be fairly easy once we figure out how the feeding cadence works. Because it should be actually the same, except it fucks the healers a little bit, because everything's...
It's an extra dot that rolls out on everybody who feeds. The slimy residue is forever. So it's 8,000 DPS on whoever's done it forever. Okay, engage in the usual place, do the usual spread out. I'm going to throw down a marker and we'll try and
5,
drop the first
4,
ooze at
3,
blue just
2,
to see if we can.
1.
And we'll see. Which is in 10 seconds. Remember to stay spread. There is that eruption, which is about to go up. That.
3.
Here comes the fixate.
1.
Okay, it's on Wicked. Wicked's still able to move, and the shift works just fine. Get away from that blue.
2.
Explosion's about to happen. Ooh. Wicked picked up a food.
My button.
6 seconds. Just run to him. Run to him. Just run to him, and it went off. So yeah, that was it. Didn't spawn 2. That was it. That person. It didn't look like it had to be you though. You ran over it. That was like that was a choice, right? So we can try it.
Yeah,
Get out of the way.
that was an accident.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Holy shit!
Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Okay, yeah, I was able to pick it up, and I reset his stack.
I'm slow. I'm very slow. I'm slow.
That's okay.
Do you want me to do this?
Yeah, sure. Just run close to him and then be done.
Beware.
Get out of the way. Okay, dropping it off at the back. That's good. Explosion went off. Okay, and Brian's gonna run it in. Maybe.
3, 2, 1.
Grab it in 3.
Somebody needs to feed him, or he enrages. There we go. It's reset. Yeah, so the cadence is, if you're perfect, you can do it every second one. You can ignore one of them, because the timing is he's building up toward 10, and the rhythm is that you can do it just if you speed.
3, 2.
Okay.
It seems easy as fuck.
Yeah, this is.
We'll get it.
More doable.
Pop out a battle res, Wicked. Just get somebody who can res, so we don't have to release. Got it. Do not release. Die fast. Jump in the oozy stuff on the edge of it.
Come on, I was beating Mike.
2.
If he touches
Mike's
the edge.
on the.
Even on
Mike's
a
on-
kill?
So when that food drops to the ground, you just run over it to pick it up?
Yeah, so if you've already, like, it probably makes sense for melee because you guys have already run out to make sure that you've dropped it off somewhere sane. You guys can just pause for a sec, pick it up. You get 15 seconds to get to the boss to drop it off. You just have to get close to the boss, and he eats it, and it resets his stacks. So, I think we could skip every other. I don't know if that would actually work for us, because honestly, we're baddies. The other thing you can do is you don't have to take it. If you're ranged, you have the duration of the buff to get it to the boss, which means you can deliberately delay for a few seconds running into him. Like, take your time and reset his stacks at 7 or 8 instead of at 5, which just gives us a few more seconds before we then have to do it again. And I think that's where you get the rhythm where you can do it every other, is you deliberately reset him at 8 or 9, not whenever you get there. And that means if you do that, then you have that much more time for the next one, because you've just used up half the time till the next ad. If that makes sense for people. Now beyond that, it's a fuck ton of damage. Half go resto. This is not a race, it's a survival thing. You got to avoid damage, guys. Like, there's the dot on everybody who runs the food in. There's the dot of the bouncing shit. There's all the ground effects. Your job is to do as much damage as you can while not taking any damage. Okay? Like, you got to...
So, avoidable damage in this fight is the obviously explosion
stuff.
Circle stuff on the ground, or the equivalent in the later phases.
The breath, right? That's
The breath is the breath is not just an avoidable thing. The breath is like, you can't take the breath. Just
So you also want to be basically like not in melee because you don't want to crowd us, but you want to be close to us, like really, because that makes the breath easier to dodge. Like, the closer you are, the easier the breath is to dodge. So range...
It also means if people are dropping off the explosion somewhere near the back, you take less damage from that, and that is, again, an avoidable damage. It's distance from the person who is exploding lowers damage taken, and the more you can do, the better. But we can't be too stacked, or the purple circles will fuck us. So anyway, it's very doable. We got to phase 2 on our first pull. We just got to keep people alive. We grabbed an extra healer there. The rhythm's there. Let's try. I will just call it, but let's skip the first explosion. Just leave the food on the ground. Whoever does it, we'll do the second one, and we'll make sure we can actually get that rhythm going. And if we can't, we'll just do every one and accept that it's a little more damage on the raid.
We got this.
Derek, eat some food.
We do have this. We really have this.
Cake. This is cake. You guys.
And half probably just. Yeah, half focus on the melee because chain heal and stuff, and they are actually stacked. Because that way the druids can try and heal the hunters who will inevitably stand in the middle.
This should have been the
glorious totems.
This should have been the mechanic on heroic too, just less damage.
5,
Because like
4,
This was a joke of a fight on heroic. Yes.
it should have been up the mechanic as well.
Well, that's how all the heroics and mythics are spaced out now.
So just loose spread, guys, because you know the eruption's coming and you don't want to have to dodge more than one circle. There it is. 3. First fixate. 1.
Slow.
The grip.
Nice.
Get away from it. There, it's blowing up. Leave it, Luna. Dodge the breath. There's the second fixate. Mikey's running. This explosion, Mike. Pick it up, run it straight back in, feed him immediately. No, it's too enraged.
Ooh.
Die. Okay, so you can't do that.
And
It's got to be we pick up the first and we use it after seconds. We can't wait for the second. The timing doesn't work. Do not release. Do not
fuck my
release.
life.
Why did you release Weeblesome? So if anybody's curious and wants to watch it, he does get a buff or a debuff that's hunger stacks, and it's go 1 to 10. Maybe it's 10. It's an instant one.
We got this. We got it.
Maybe just
Animal.
feed him as much as possible, and then if we accidentally miss one, it's okay.
Is there a downside to feeding him too much?
He does damage when he's got a full belly.
Well, once you feed him, the person that fed him gets a dot put on them.
I see.
Oh, there are parasites here.
Yeah. Actually, that's interesting. It does say, like, you can pick it up, but if you don't feed him, that it doesn't inflict the slimy residue. That's interesting. Okay. So it may actually be safest if it's a ranged person. You pick it up no matter what. You just don't run in unless it's an emergency. It's kind of interesting. I can see how people would say, yeah, you've got to bring the boss to the person who has it, but that doesn't make a huge amount of sense. Dylan, can you throw your portal here toward the boss for the first phase? That way, if somebody does pick it up, it's from here directly at the bottom. The food, Mike? Yeah, it's just you get close, he eats it. That's it. There's no actual clicking or anything. You just
proximity.
Yeah,
he's hungry.
We do have to do the first one though. So whoever is the first person fixated, pick up the food, head toward the boss. I'll try and call it for you, but the idea is you don't want to use it until he's at 8 stacks. Okay, so you have to be able to see the 8 stacks. If you can't, just wait.
The food last.
Oh, cancel that. Sorry,
cancel.
I thought I'd dropped one.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Attack! Wait.
Oh, wait.
And ideally, do use the full 180-ish, guys, because it baits the breaths, and the less people have to move for each breath, the more DPS we get. The faster we can transition to the second phase, and the second phase is easier to deal with than this first phase. There's just a little bit less shit.
You have to feed them in the rest of the fight?
Yeah, the whole fight. That's just the... Oh!
Okay.
I don't even know what button I hit. Sorry about that. Your pre-pod. Fuck your pre-pods.
Fuck your pre-pod.
Ooh. Oh. Say 3 seconds. 1.
That attitude that made me lose my best friend in this skill.
Give me back.
Your best friend, eh? Is that what you want?
Kevin, you going to...
2.
Okay. Okay, Kev. Kev has the food. Reset him anytime.
We're still trying to go to square.
Good, Ben. Okay, Ben ran out the other side. Just get away from Ben while the explosions happen. Ben, you should be able to leave that. Okay, that's fine. Just stutter step then. Do it at. Yeah, do it now.
Beware.
Oh. Turtle does immunity, by the way, guys. Just yeah.
Reset him. Anytime. Somebody. Yep, perfect. Okay, it's heading for a shaman. Shaman is running in a random direction. Okay.
On the target. Well, or square.
Okay, he does not need resetting anytime soon.
Beware.
Brian died and the fixate switched. Okay.
3, 2,
and we're just blowing up.
Close to blue.
Well, we're dropping the things in 4 different spots, and it's people were trying to react to that. That was just messy. Do not release.
Wouldn't you want it dropped closer to him so you don't have to run to Timbuktu?
Yeah, but it'll kill the melee.
309,000 damage explosion.
You just have to be 20 yards from him. Just 20 yards.
So it caps out on the fall off at 20?
Like, for instance, are you arguing that, like, where
I'm not arguing, I'm asking.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's gone now. But I was saying, like, for instance, drop it where the food is on the left.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Ben is
Like,
an independent
he's
woman
still there.
and will do what he wants.
So melee should basically be kind of hovering around where Mike's corpse is, maybe a little bit closer. But then the range need to be like where Felgut is, like right behind the melee. I think there's too much room between the melee and the ranged.
Yeah, because yeah, I think that would help out.
You guys should basically just be like right behind us so that we can step back a little bit to get out of our puddle, and then you guys can step back and get out of your puddles, and then move back forward. Like that's, I think, kind of the rhythm that we want.
I was wondering why we don't just stack for heals and then just all move over to our one puddle.
I mean, if we all stack in one place, I mean that would technically work, but it would be.
That's the idea of it, but the thing is, if we're not all perfectly stacked, then we're not all going to be able to get out of the circles when they drop. Somebody's going to get hit.
Yeah, somebody always
That's how we
moves
change
first,
that on Hero.
somebody always lags, and then boom. We're already losing enough people. Alright, so instead of having the blue be the designated spot, I've just put some colors. Just try and blow up on a color. And everyone will try and stay inside the ring of the colors so that they take less damage from the explosion.
So, are we generally trying to get to the as fast as we can, or let it come to us?
Let it come, let it come. Like, there's no rush. Like, you want to basically make sure it reaches you somewhere away from the raid, which that's I've tried to put some colors down.
I was just wondering if there's like a good or a bad time for explosion. Like, is there a point where you don't want the explosion?
It is what it is. Melee, yeah, you guys can go to orange. And actually here, like, just in case somebody happens to migrate, purple's fine too. Like, just edge of the room is all I'm saying. And everybody else, your job is to be at least 10 yards inside that circle of circles. Like, just be in. That's the idea. Yeah.
Do you want the melee to, if they drop it off, do you want the melee to pick up the thing or have the range pick it up?
It's every other one, so it just depends on who you are and what order you're. So there's not really a melee get to ignore this conversation.
If a melee picks it up and you got to feed him, your instinct is going to be to feed him immediately. You probably need to lose a little more DPS and just sit there until he's at least at 7 stacks. Because if you reset him too early, we won't be able to skip 1, 3, 5, 7. We'll have to do every one. That's kind of the rhythm. You pick up the first one, you wait till he's at 8, you reset him. That gives you just enough time that the third one can reset him before he gets 10. But if you miss it, it's done. Like you're
If
done.
Wes doesn't tell you to feed it, then just assume to not.
I'm trying to keep an eye on the stacks and like who has it. Although I need to actually change my raid trace. Give me a sec. I need to know who has tea.
Food.
Did you not get the old feast? Okay, here.
Did
There
you
was
drop
a
it?
destat one for yours.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It
Okay.
despawned me.
So the complexity guide has them tanking him in the middle of the room with like basically everybody kind of
Make
like
a donut.
stacked, and then what happens is somebody runs to one side of the room and the raid kind of moves to the opposite side of Shatar from where they're gonna go. It's kind of what the guide says. That seems overly complex, but
Yeah, that's a lot of movement. I think just having the person just run out will just power through it.
Stick to a strat and just practice it. I think repetition's gonna do it.
Yeah, agreed. Just need to get in the rhythm, and people need to be trying to be careful to not blow up near the raid. And everyone, you do have to kind of pay attention. Every time a fixate goes out, you look at it and be like, do I need to move? Because you may. If you're too close, you just move. It's not worth taking 300,000 damage because your DPS matters. Like, you being dead is less DPS, so just try and stay alive. Alright, begin.
don't ninja pull, Wes.
5.
I don't even know what button I hit, man.
3,
I hit
ninja
BBM
button.
pull, and
1.
it instantly pulled, and I'm like, yeah, I have no idea. Eruption's coming. You don't want to be too close, or you want to be really close. Either. Here comes the first fixate.
1.
It's on me. I'm just going to take it right here.
3, 2.
And I'm going to wait on the reset.
Beware.
And he's at 8, and I'm feeding him, and it's done.
Okay.
Yep. So just let it come to you. Peter's at the back. It's going to come. Here comes the damage. Leave the stuff on the ground, Peter, and get back. Okay, yeah, he's at 3. That's good. New fixate's going out in 14. That person will need to pick it up and get immediately to the ball. Whoa.
Beware.
Okay, guys, what's killing you? Like, look at your logs, figure out what's killing you. That was like bursty damage.
3.
Fixate.
Yeah, I think
No, there wasn't one because this was the fixate.
Slurry
No, it
burst.
Was the burst. I was slow. And I was trying to get to this
3, 2.
You were
blue
standing on
square.
blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beware.
Okay. Number 6 is coming, which should
No,
be
it
able
can't
to be
be.
ignored. Whoa.
I was snowed, and that was as far as I got.
That's how it works.
Get the sign, you are going to be. You need to use a movement ability or call for a freedom. So like disengage in a direction where I don't know if Origin works yet because I haven't been targeted.
It did not.
Yeah, anything that removes.
Possible. Focus just on reset.
3.
Here comes food. Yep, reset.
1.
Good.
Beware.
You guys just up to the pet that has Master's Call too.
Yeah.
There.
How did I pick it back up? I was meditating.
I think people are being topped between the ooze bursts. Like that's why people died to Dana's because she almost
We were just low.
she was almost on top of blue, and when it spawned, it hit her like 2 seconds later.
You're not really.
Yeah, I was low.
Can we just blow everybody up?
3.
Yeah, just blow everybody.
Back on me.
It is what it is.
We're learning.
So this is really just a matter of like super healing.
If it's a 20-yard burst, right? Why don't we just have the range essentially like a half circle
Oops.
along the very edge? That way it limits how many people can get hit by it.
But if
And
he
you-
targets us with the breath, there's no way to
We
get
have to scatter during that for sure, but that's already
You
how it is.
can't,
We already
we're
scattered.
already on the edge. You can't run out. It's
Yeah, if you're in the center of the cone on the edge, there's I see
chance.
not many classes are going to be able to get out. Like, there's going to be some that might, but
Most of us will die.
It's kind of a personal accountability. If you know a slime is going to moon, you need to get away from it. That's it. And like, I have short defensive cooldowns, so I'm popping it or trying to before every thing.
Okay, healers to the thing that we've always ignored. So, and this sucks, and I genuinely don't know how we deal with it because I've tried multiple times so far in their polls and it's not working. Umbral Mantle goes off, and it's raid-wide damage, and the Umbral Mantle throws out those shit on the ground. So, like, ideally, somebody pops a big cooldown on every Umbral Mantle, but the problem is you can't because
it's
the
often
thing will land on you because you can't stand still. So, like, it's just before Umbral Mantle, we have to top the raid. That's basically because it's going to hit everybody for, what does it work out? 300,000. Whether you like it or not, everybody takes 300,000 from Umbral Mantle, and if you get hit by anything on the ground, it's another 245. So basically, if you get hit by one of the things on the ground, you are dead. It will not one-shot you, but it will drop you enough that the mantle will kill you. That killed most of the people. Like, everybody who died in that first surge, I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Took ground effects. Yeah.
First of all, Animal, we...
God damn it, Wes!
Pull him off the edge.
50 DK pre-binded!
There was no pre-bot.
Pull him. Pre-bot.
If he touches the donut on the outside.
There's no
You steps forward, so I don't click it while I'm trying to move around.
This is Wes's version of Dream Team.
The Harvey game crashed.
Yeah, Umbral Mantle, Umbral Eruption. Umbral Mantle hit a bunch of people. That you can't avoid. That's not your fault. That's healers. We gotta somehow heal through it. But if you get hit by an Eruption, that's totally on you.
I also think Animal owes a big apology to Ghidorah, because to call him Byron like that is just, it's the biggest insult ever to a Brian.
I saw a guy like that, and he told me they called him Brian. I don't know the fuck. But his name was spelled that way.
Okay.
Animal, take the res.
Is there a positioning that we need to take to make healing easier, less cumbersome, etc.? Because I think that's
we need more splash heals, which means we probably need to be closer.
So we need to stack, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Then fine, we're gonna stack.
Now, the Eruption, it doesn't actually, like, it feels like it's targeted, but I don't think it is. It's just a splash, like, it just goes out.
Yeah, it's not.
So, like, some people don't get targeted. It's just the bad luck is, inevitably, if a healer starts casting Divine Hymn or Trank, they will be targeted. Like, it's just going to happen. And maybe what we need to do is just we call a name, that person plunks their feet, and we heal them through the explosion of the splash so that they can get the raid-wide heal off. Alright, we just got to pull again. Got to get it better. I don't think anything really needs to change aside from don't stand out so far. And if you have a movement, you have to have it available to deal with the fixate. That's disengages, that's feathers, they do work, they help. Druids can shift out of it. And if you don't have anything up, you have to yell for a freedom immediate. Yeah, let's push for phase 2. And I won't pull this time, I promise. Or go through a warlock portal.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, come on in. Be inside this circle here, guys. Like, just be inside the druid double circles somewhere for heals. We just need as much splash. Yeah, so this is actually the raid-wide pulsing damage right now with the Umbral Mantle in 7 seconds. It's on Ben. Ben's leaping. Okay, it's a long run. Ben, as soon as you have it, okay, get up and feed it. Dodge the breath. Brian, get out. Get away from Brian, he's on the left side. Should be more middle. Don't have to do anything with it, Brian. Back. Okay, here's the mantle. Big rate heals. Okay, it's on Derek. Derek's blowing up. Ready?
2.
Big damage. Derek, feed him.
Did he get fed? I don't know how you know.
Yeah, he did.
You just walk
You
near.
just have to get close and then walk away. Okay, it's gonna blow up with Mike. Ready for the damage. Mike, good to just get back in.
3. 2.
Doing better, guys. This is it. Okay. Here comes the big rate heals. Watch out for the mantle. Kev, you're doing good. That's it. Just blow up there. Get away from Kev. No.
I was.
Yeah, you got caught by the breath.
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening.
Okay, it's on Peter, and he's gonna.
Give me 3 seconds.
That's a wipe. Into the things, die.
It's incredibly easy to dodge breath from melee.
Yeah.
Yeah, for melee.
If you can aim your camera straight down and be much closer to melee, it will make your life easier. You do not want to be out there and like have to try and get around.
This circle dance is hectic.
What's that, Kevin?
Oh. Is that what got me? Was the breath?
Yeah. So you and Dana both got hit by the breath, which doesn't kill you, but it basically means you can't move for 10 seconds, and it hurt.
I mostly died to the spit, so.
Back to running out. So.
Renzo, your death was our fault.
Damn it, Renzo.
Sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I was just like a defense. I didn't fuck up.
It was our fault.
Damn it, Renzo.
Yeah. Like yours was just mantle, Ren. Like you must have not been hitting any of the splash. Like you were getting hit by prayer healing or the druid stuff because you were just outside of the range. So you just took mantle, explosion, and it just killed you.
It looked like it was spit, then the explosion.
I mean, you were top. Okay, so 5 point. You had spit and at the same time as mantle. Yeah, okay. You took a couple of hits of spit. But yeah, the thing was...
Which is unavoidable as far as I know, so...
No, yeah, that's fine. But you didn't get any direct heals for 5 seconds with spit. So yeah, that's on me.
Yeah, last heal that.
So yeah, everybody needs their raid frame set up. Whoever does get the first round of spit needs direct heals. They've got to get some love. The second and third bounces aren't anywhere near as bad, and we can basically just splash them.
And
the first person, it's...
Yeah, that's what we learned about Heroic, and then we just out-geared it to all hell.
Like, this fight is effectively a soft enrage fight, being our healers are going to run out of mana, so you do want to minimize your movement if that affects your damage as much as possible. So just think about that when we're developing a move.
Yeah, ideally you do want to probably be in, like, the eruptions are definitely aimed at the raid. So like the time we all moved to the left to get away, they were all right on top of us. But you can dodge them. So just be in close, be inside a druid circle, and try and pop a personal if you have one, if you get targeted with the first spit. Once they bounce, it's fine. But just watch for that, guys. If you only see one spit on the raid frames, that person's getting wrecked.
3, 2, 1.
I remember we used to call it out.
Yeah, we used to.
3, 2, 1.
First fixate. Okay, it's Luna.
No.
She's just running. Luna, as soon as you have it, head in toward the bot.
Beware.
Get out of the breath. Spits are bouncing. Luna did the reset. Okay, Brian, just drop it off somewhere and then get back. Don't need to pick it up.
1.
This third fixate, you do need to feed. So Kev, run toward it, Kev.
1.
Beware.
Pick the thing up off the ground. And feed him.
3, 2.
He did not get fed in time. No. The breath was at Kev, and I gripped him, but he didn't actually have to. Don't release. So that's part of probably. So that's one thing to say. Our idea of being able to run anywhere you want is about, because we really don't want the breath aimed at the person who's trying to match their ad. Because if they get stunned out there or have to dodge it and don't get the food in time, it's like.
It only happens on like the third one, right? Third, probably every
First,
third,
third, and fifth, but the first, third, and you're right. The third one is the one that overlaps.
Do we really need more than one drop off?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just postulating.
I mean, I think maybe one for range, one for melee potentially, but I don't know.
Definitely we can get rid of like green. No one's ever going to green, or should they? And moon too. Like they should be closer. So yeah, like maybe we just say blue and orange, and the rule is you're not allowed to be in what would be a cone at blue or orange. You have to kind of be in the middle.
Whoever gets fixated should call which one they're going to, so that the raid can rotate to the other side. So if you get fixated, you say I'm going to blue or I'm going to orange, and then the raid can rotate a little bit away from.
Honestly, unless it's you were the warriors. You were the warriors. Everyone else is just going to whatever's closest, which is really obvious because we can't jump around them.
Yeah, and the lines mostly outline it.
Yeah.
I think when you have one on both sides, you're just up to risk. If you just had everybody, if you always had them run to one west side, then
the problem with that is that there are people who don't have speed boosts, right? And so if you happen to be drifted left and it spawns on the left, you're not going to make it to the right. Like Kev tried to run away from it to kite it, and actually, like he wasn't going to make it.
Well,
he had to just turn around and run into it and take it.
I've got Master's Call, we've got Hands of Freedom, right? Like, we could call them out if you need it.
Yeah, that's fair. What's the cooldown of freedom?
2 paladins. It should be available for every time you need
Mike
it.
is more call, so he's not gonna hear.
Yeah, but you're a paladin. What's the freedoms?
What's the cooldown of freedom?
25 seconds.
25. Sorry, you mumbled and you said. Okay, so 25. The fixates are every 15. 45 or 25?
Why do you get slow? I don't know.
It's the mechanic.
Yeah, it's just mythic when the ad wants you dead.
Alright, Mike, you're odd. Rent, Annabelle, you're even.
That's me,
Everyone who
Les.
gets fixated.
If it's not up, call.
Yeah, and if it's not up, yell, the priest will grip, will help you, whatever. But 25 seconds, it should be up for every single one. Everybody gets a freedom. You can run as fast as you want. You make it to one of those 2 colors. No one stands in a way that's going to bait a cone at the color, especially at number 3 and number 6, which is what it really is.
Just, the only note I'll make is that most hunters, all the hunters probably have disengage on, and we can avoid.
Can the cone ever target melee?
Well, so
yes, it
does.
Oh.
What does the disengage say? Whenever it removes roots. And
it doesn't matter. We're not playing. Dylan, bye, Dylan.
I guess that's what auto run is for.
At least he reset.
He was just like,
at least.
You're the only one we can't stop.
Run back.
He didn't want to live.
It doesn't matter if you personally have something cool like disengage or whatever. It doesn't matter. We're not going to play that game because then we're having to figure out who has it and then we have reaction time.
Yeah.
If Mike does it, Annabelle does it. Mike does it, Annabelle does it. Everybody gets it. Then hunters have disengage available to use for something else if they want to.
Or both, right? Like we can use it when we have the freedom. There's no reason not to use both if you have them.
Well,
Yeah, freedom lets you move. Disengage lets you move fast.
Because my disengage is basically the same ability. Like my vault backwards ability removes all snares, but it doesn't remove that ability. So
but I'm telling you, ours does. I did it.
Okay. I just want to make sure somebody tested it because I thought mine would do it, and I was like, oh no, it doesn't.
So you can see the wording. That's what it says with post haste, at least.
Yeah. So mine says removes all snares, which is different wording.
But here's the thing: that pet that gives you a Master's Call removes.
They're out too.
We're not doing that.
I can res you.
Did you just die?
Yeah, there was an assassin cloak somewhere that got me.
Oh, I just ran back the whole way and it didn't tag me.
But you're scarier,
That
Keith.
happened to me.
make a blood sacrifice on that warlock.
Yeah.
Like we have
Yeah, that's what he just.
and like Ash surrender to madness and takes us all with her.
Oh, I would.
All right, guys, let's get into phase 2.
So, who's first?
You are odd. Annabelle is even.
Got it. Number 1.
Mike is on.
Number one. Number 1.
Oh God.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mantle. Great heals. First spit.
3, 2,
On me.
1.
Got it. Wicked, just go to the... Yeah. Okay, Wicked, going all the way across. Yeah. Good freedom, thank you.
Beware.
Dodge breath. Feed him.
That was a
Reset.
deadly half of the room.
Kev, just run. Freedom, where's Animal? Where's the freedom? Come on, bud. I don't have time to tell you to do it. You just gotta be ready. Kev, don't feed him. Good. Doesn't need feeding. Okay. Renzo. He's going to orange. Get dodge the breath.
Well, I'm gonna turtle. It's fine.
Okay. Feed him. You missed it. Feed him, feed him.
3, 2.
Got it. Tiz, going to blue.
I'm the wrong person.
Tiz, you do not have to feed him. Leave it on the ground. Mike, you're up.
2, 1.
Luna, just go left to orange. Yeah. Dodge the breath. A lot of people missed it that time. 1.
And I got this.
Just a sec.
Okay, there's an explosion. Feed him. Got him.
2,
Yeah, whatever.
1.
Beware.
I think that was really
Dodge
good.
the breath. That was,
Yeah.
we had that until we
We
didn't
didn't really-
have that.
Yeah, but I think that's.
Yeah, it was definitely getting better. The freedom is helping. That lets people just go where they need to go.
Was it just we missed something? Or...
Well, Luna got it and then didn't make it back in. The breath hit like 4 people. They didn't dodge it.
Oh well,
that,
yeah.
that killed some people.
That was my bad.
Yeah, there was not just one person. It was a few. Okay, die fast. Let's get a couple more bolts.
Should we care a little more when a healer gets it? Just because there's going to be less healing because they'll be.
Sorry, can you say it louder, Ash? What are you saying?
I'm just saying, like maybe, like, should we do something different when a healer?
When a healer has it?
Yeah, because there's going to be less healing on the raid.
Some other healer
We'll be
just
doing
pops a big cooldown or something. Just top
or
everyone
maybe
up.
somebody else run.
I don't know. It's
You know, we've got lots of cooldowns we don't really use that often, right? You got warrior shouts, you got just
yeah.
leave all that stuff
Oh,
in.
goodbye. Felgut don't. Felgut don't.
I mean,
for some reason it rezzed you on top of him.
That was my brazier, I'm betting, more than anything.
Wes, why are you dead?
Did you touch the puddle?
Apparently, where we're standing right here, this is a puddle. So yeah.
Renzo walk blast.
All right. So I don't think we need to change anything. It was Luna's was overlapping with a mantle. She took the explosion plus the mantle. In general, we all know that whoever is going to take the fixate needs a quick heal. We just didn't get it to her because it was a shitty breath, and a bunch of us were dodging the breath, which is kind of reinforcing that healers need to not be stacked. One thing I am thinking, maybe, healers, is let's just tweak the positions just a little of these colors, okay? So orange is a bit too far up. What I'm thinking is, there's the 2 colors. With the freedom, we definitely have time to get there, so that's not a problem. I'm going to put a couple markers down temporarily. I'm going to advocate that a healer should stand at each of those colors. And no one else should be there. So they have minimal movement, minimal things aimed at them, almost never have to move for the breath. They're the healers that will hopefully keep the people from I don't care who they are, but
And then everyone else run Back.
And everyone else be in the, you know, behind his butt. And don't aim at orange and don't aim at blue and everything else is cool. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So
Okay.
Where do we take the fixate?
Either orange or blue. Now I'm removing other colors. They're there. I'm going to just say, Wicked, go right. Brian, go left. Druids are going to stand out there. You guys mostly not have to move, and you're responsible for trying to... Whoever gets fixated, you're responsible for making sure they get a direct heal, they get a couple of hots, and you can also drop splash on the people who are trying to dodge. And Luna and I will dance.
Kev brought up a good point. Just a quick question: if the healer that you have at that point, let's say you had white, is the one that gets the breath, is that gonna screw the person at blue? Are they gonna be able to get out of the breath?
What's the question?
So, in the scenario where the third one overlaps with the breath, right? So you have two healers sitting at those back corners there. If the breath beats on them, like if they're the one that gets the breath, is that going to screw with the person at blue who went over there to drop off their buff?
It shouldn't, and if it does, Luna and I are in the middle and we'll grip them. Like that's... Okay. If it's aimed at that person, only one person should be dodging the breath and everybody else is there kind of dealing with it, so it should go.
Alright. It should be. Yeah, the angle should be fine, I think.
The breath isn't actually that wide in close. It's only when you're out like this far that it's almost undodgeable. Eat the feast. There's still one down. And check your flask. There's a bunch of us who are under 5 minutes. You should have one in your bags from the last round. No. I mean, Luna and I can stand out there. That's fine.
If you need...
So I'm basically chain casting, so if I can plant my feet, it does increase healing %.
Story of my life.
I'm going to take Wicked's spot, and Wicked's going to stand in the middle.
Yeah, basically everybody else who should be in the middle of it so that they don't get stuff going towards blue.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The only problem with me being over here, actually, yeah. Half, where are you? Yeah. Half, take that spot.
3, 2, 1.
I don't like it anymore.
It's mostly, I can't see the room. Mikey. Thank you. Go on to blue.
2, 1.
Beware.
Reset. Hunter who has it, you should not have to do anything. Just leave it, come back in. Cancel, big heals. Yield's taken into orange, try and rotate away from that. Yield, you do have to pick it up and reset. Okay, this is number 4. Freedom. Okay, don't have to pick it up, Jeremy. Just drop it off and come on back in. Number 5, you will have to pick it up. It's on Ben. Dodge the breath. Sorry, Kev. Brought you back into not safe land. Okay, it's on Peter. Number 6, you do not have to pick it up.
I can't get it for some reason.
3, 2,
there it goes.
Beware.
Dodging. This is number 7. You do have to pick it up.
3, 2, 1.
And feed him. And that's reset. Okay. Same thing.
1. This is soak.
Yeah. More than one person, please.
2,
Thank you.
1.
Explosion at Brian.
I think we're gonna have to rotate the room.
3, 2.
So basically, we're rotating the soaks like.
Crush.
Okay.
1.
Ben, you have to feed him as soon as you have the food. Pick it up, run it in. Pick it up. Oh, you 3 minutes? Fuck. Mikey's got it. Hurry her.
Oh, we need someone to be in here.
Nice.
Oh, hi.
Oh, it's Dylan.
Sorry.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
the puddle on the floor.
Get out of there.
That should be you.
I taunted.
That was mine, Azzy.
Three, two,
No, I was.
People are taking the breath. It doesn't disorient you this time, but it's still a fuck ton of damage, and that's wiping.
I thought you said no voice.
Yeah, it's just instant, isn't it?
We can spread out though, so that not everybody's taking it. We can use the room a bit more strategically, I think, because it's not that big of a cone. And because there's no, aside from like having to run out to deal with the soaks, did we get that res out? Yeah, we did. Hang on. Dylan.
Yeah, you need the Ashley macro.
Yeah.
It's a fuck ton of damage. No arguing that. This is a healer check for sure.
This is way more fun than Hive Mind though.
Yeah.
This feels doable, right? Like we're getting better. So the first 3 deaths were all deaths to people getting clipped by the breath. So you know how to fix that.
I want to consider making a stack on favor.
Do we want to set up 2 more colors so when we rotate we can then use the other 2 colors in the other cardinal direction?
Right,
I'll I'll put those down, and then like ideally, I guess once he's on the second one, you want to use red X and silver.
Sorry, Ash, I couldn't hear what you were saying. What did you
I'm
say?
saying, I'm speculating that we may want to stack because there's a lot of movement in P1 because we're not stacking because we're dodging purples that are unfortunately
Everywhere, all the time.
and it's causing us to. I mean, I'm personally losing damage because I'm moving.
I mean, if you're losing damage, I'm losing damage, so it's probably a good point.
The like stacking, while dangerous, may be overall DPS, and maybe we should weave in some of the warrior shouts to give our healer mana a break at least once or twice. Because this fight's gonna be shitty for you guys.
I've done that shot a few times. Just say one.
And if we stack a little bit better, darkness will help a lot more.
It would be
Well,
easier.
yeah. But we can try it. I mean, the biggest thing about it is a loose stack is worse than what we're doing right now.
And put a marker down and say, this is where you read that.
Yeah, so I guess everybody who's comfortable doing it, stand on green. There will be 2 mushrooms there. You are tight. You just have to be ready. You're watching the timers. Umbral Mantle, Umbral Eruption. When Eruption goes off, you scatter. And then when it's done, you come back in. And that way you just, like, I'm not saying a direction. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Just when Mantle's about to go off, you know it's coming. Eruption, scatter. Just don't get hit by this shit on the ground. Definitely a better rhythm, though. I like the double freedom. It's totally working.
We're inside it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wild Aura.
Yeah, and stack back up. And you guys did good. First one, no, that's number 2. Animal, free him. Yep. Mike, reset it fast. I guess 1 happened.
This is 1.
Oh. DBM's fucking fun.
No, Peter was more. Well,
I need-
I don't have a freedom.
Number 2. Why do you not have a freedom?
In my screen, Peter was first, and then Mike.
Sometimes there's a weird thing, like, it'll just not count a stack for Nick and I.
Fine. Number 1. He has just recently reset. Dodge the breath. Ooh. What was that?
Didn't get freedom to get out. We should reset this.
Can't reset. It's just a play. Like, just practice. Ben's jumping. This is fixate 4. Ben does not have to pick anything
3
up.
seconds until.
I need to cool down.
Why? So does your DBM tell you to taunt on every crush, regardless?
Fixates on healed.
Yeah, when he's getting crushed.
Because I should take the crush if neither one of us has a debuff.
Beat him.
I had the first crush.
But the thing is, I should have the first crush for that rotation.
Well, that's a wipe. Okay. Thanks.
I mean, a long while back, I was taking the dissolves, and then you asked me to take the crushes because it's harder.
No, you were taking the dissolves because you can self heal, but the actual strat is he starts the combo, the current tank always receives the first of the combo, and then so our taunts are correct.
Fine, but that's not what we've been doing for. But I can do that. That's fine.
All right. Sorry, I thought I explained it that other way before, but we just got the one combo that debunks the old plan.
Oh, you're not gonna stack? Don't be like. There's a lot of people hanging out or like around green, and it kind of kills the whole stacking.
I noticed that even though we were all stacked, it's still not. It's not put in one circle. It's still going to be wider than.
They do drift a bit. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just a 4-yard AoE splash thing. So like, the people who want to do it, that's fine. You're stacked in there. The whole point of it is just that you have to move less, but you got to be watching your DBM timers. You got to know that Mantle is about to send eruptions at you, and then you scatter. And as soon as it's over, you're back.
Well, and the other point of it is to make sure so that there's a targeted AoE spot for heal. So it makes it a lot easier on you guys too. So
it's basically double druid mushrooms in there,
and healing rain. Don't forget about the shaman.
That hap just cast chain heal. That's all he did.
Water.
He's watering the grass at the druid.
Healing rain does not count because you can't see it. It doesn't. You can't see it. It doesn't count.
No.
All right. Again, cleaner, better, faster, less fuck ups with which one is which.
5,
for the
4,
ballot.
3, 2, 1.
Eruption soon. There you are.
3. There's that first one coming.
1. Yep. First fixate. Jeremy's got it. You're fast.
3, 2,
Pick up now. Beat him. Derek. Good. Blue. Don't have to feed him.
3, 2, 1.
Restack. Eruption soon. 3, 2. Freedom.
3, 2.
Here comes the explosion. You do have to feed him. Feed him.
It's at 7.
Okay.
2.
It's gonna hurt. Do we not get the freedom off?
I did. I gave it to you.
You're right. I got it. I was supposed
Okay.
to.
Okay. It's all good.
Beware.
Dodge the breath.
Three, two, one.
Run it out. It's a blue. There's the explosion. Pick it up and feed it.
2, 1.
You just did your own, right, Ozzy?
I did.
I also. I'm good.
But I died to the outburst.
Base death. That's a wipe.
3, 2, 1.
Took over Farnborough there.
3,
Well,
2.
you ate a puddle on your way there, bud.
Oh.
Yeah, the outburst will always hit the person who's there for 300 and whatever, 380. So you can't have taken anything else on the way out there or it will kill you. That's just... Alright, we are getting the rhythm, but we just gotta, keep it calm. Keep the rhythm, out and in, out and in. That way you can get splashed and topped up.
Just gotta, we got the rhythm. We just gotta feel the rhyme now. Gotta get the bobsled time.
Oh, pull out my trumpet.
No. There's no trumpets in bobsledding.
Except your res, Jeremy.
There could be.
Oh.
Listen.
That's why I didn't want to do it.
Amazing.
Oh, if you needed like a legit res, just say something. I didn't realize you'd been resed by.
Yeah.
Oh, if you get resed by the thing, like it's instant. Just accept it and move. I'm confused. Alright, I definitely do like this fight better. I feel like it's controllable. We can get this. The other one just felt like we weren't even getting it.
What's the ID of the fixate? I want to put it onto my...
Oh, good question. I don't know.
Does it have a debuff component to it? I thought it was just a mob that chases you.
So the debuff would be the slow.
Fair.
The name of the slow.
The name of the slow is I don't know. It doesn't say.
Hang on, Annabelle, you did. Yeah, so the debuff is. Yeah, I don't see the marker for it. It is definitely just called Fixate, though. Let me see if I can add it to grid.
Yeah, I don't even know what the debuff's called when you get slowed by it. That's what you really want to look for. It's living miasma is the ability, but it doesn't have the slow on it, which is silly.
Bunch you didn't use your second class. Do you need them? We've only got a few minutes left, but don't let them expire in your bags. You can
Wow.
use...
I didn't realize how late it was. Shit. This raid flew by.
Well, yeah. Well, we did well, and we owned the early fights.
This place is fun.
This is a lot more fun than smashing our face off.
I am not away, and I don't know why it counted me as away. I thought I clicked it.
Alright. Good, clean pull into phase 2, guys. Let's do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're gonna stack, otherwise don't. First eruption. Now. Oh, and back in.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Fixate.
You can just take crushes. Yeah.
First fixate. I can see it. It is just fixate. Jeremy's running. Explosion's about to go off. Jeremy, pick it up. Watch out for the breath, bud. And feed him when you get in there.
If I don't die.
I had to use the thing on me.
Okay, Ash, just take it in place. It's fine. Okay. Don't have to feed him. Don't have to do anything. What did you have to use? Why did you use your freedom?
Floating all the explosions and I would have died.
3 seconds.
2, 1.
Dodge the breath. This is number 3. You do have to feed him.
Oh, jeez, it sure me right there.
It's okay. I'm coming.
3, 2, 1.
He's fed. Reset. Good. Number 4. You do not have to feed him.
Three, 2, 1.
Number 5. Go left. Ooh, breath. Wicked. You do have to feed him. Book it back in once you have.
3, 2, 1.
Oh. Yeah.
Three, 2.
Number 6.
Beware.
The breath.
Three, 2, 1.
Nope. The odd numbers.
I can grab him 3.
1.
Oh no, we're good. Take a breath. Do it again.
Fixate person. Hey, Brian, feed him.
1.
Spread out a little bit so the breath doesn't hit everybody.
3, 2, 1.
Soaps.
Not anything when he's moving.
Go on down, otherwise they explode. Fixate is going out. just make sure it's not in the raid. You do not have to feed. Animal.
Over yourself.
Almost gone. I can't pick it up.
Have you already done?
Already had it. Somebody else. Yep. It's covered. And it's reset. Nope. Yeah, okay, so if you get fixated a second time, you need to yell it out loud and clear. I've got it, I'm running it out, I can't feed. That's on you to track. Because we have no way of, like, there's too much shit going on for us to track that for everybody else. Having said that, 55! Not bad. Let's do one more pull, and then we're going back.
Fuck my life.
It's only if you fed him, right? Like, is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Only if you picked up the food and fed it, yes. Which means it's, like, it should be pretty rare, because it's odd numbers, right? So, like, 1, 3, 5, 7, you have to get picked a second time, and also be odd a second time.
As soon as we
Otherwise-
phase, we'll spread out. That's what you... Right? As soon
What's
as
that,
we phase into phase 2, everybody should just instinctually spread out.
Yeah, I would say, like, spread out. What I would say is be in 3 groups: left back, butt back, right back. Still be like nearish other people because it makes it easier for healers to use our splash. But if you're spread out, it means the cone only hits a third of the raid. The cone has a 50% mortal strike that goes along with it. That's what really fucks us up. So we don't want that hitting everybody. We just want us hitting some. Let's throw up the stone. Don't summon a couple people. One more pull.
I forget how to use Elf to add debuff highlighting.
Can you do /grid and get into grid direct?
Usually with Elf, you just unload everything else. Let's see. ELV UI, you should go
Or filter, right?
So if you're in grid, you want to deal with the
raid debuff indicator.
So it's you got to go into status and add debuff named fixate, and then you got to go into indicator, choose the center icon, and tag that debuff to show up in the center icon. I did it. Fixate shows up loud and clear. I can see exactly fixated on my read.
I think we're probably the only ones using grid.
Yeah.
Elv has grid built in.
Yeah, but it doesn't use the same wording. So
No,
what we
but
have
like
is
it
raid
uses the
debuff
baseline.
indicator, and then you have dungeon and raid filters, which then you then.
I'm fine for now. I'll get it sorted. It's taking me an extra half second. I gotta see text name and then find the person.
It's not quite as instant as you'd like. Gotta munch food.
I gotta not look at my feet.
So, Emil, I just need to know. You used freedom on yourself to get out of something, but what was it? Because why would
Circles in grasping tendrils.
Oh, he used it on his corruption. Got it. Okay.
And he's
I'm like,
crawling
there's no slow
still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no like slowing effect. What is happening here?
I have many times instinctually cleared my slow with my Tiger's Lust, and then deeply wanted it for some tank mechanic.
Hey Ash, when I bopped you, did it clear the slow?
5, 4, 3.
Yes, it did.
Okay, it's a good backup.
Oh, good. Okay. Bop clears the slow. That's so weird.
Physical damage.
But frankly, I had freedom and I was still slowed, so I don't know what happened. It doesn't make any sense.
Fixate's out.
No, I'm wearing fruit.
Jeremy, pick it up. Dodge the breath. Quick. And feed him.
Ooh, I didn't get it.
You get it. Run. Yeah, you got it.
2.
Number 2. Drop it off. Don't pick it up. Number 3.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
I will feed.
3, 2, 1.
Down the alley. Get a res.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Dodge breath. Pick it up, feed him.
3, 2, 1.
This one.
I need freedom, we need freedom.
Here, yep, Luna's got it. Don't pick it up, Luna. Just run back.
Beware.
Watch breath. This person, as you run out, you do have to pick up the food, stutter step and hold it for a second. He's going to run past you for transition. You got 10 seconds, hang on to it.
3,
Feed him now.
1.
Good, reset's done. Dana, just get out of the raid. Doesn't matter, you don't have to pick anything up. Make 3 teams.
1.
Do your best. Just kind of dealing with the cones.
Oh, there's a puddle in him.
Fixate 9. This person has to pick up. Hannibal, it's you.
1.
Pick up and straight back in.
Soak in the back. Soak in the back by
Whoa. There was no freedom on Dana and she just blew up. No.
Taking care of my stuff.
If not up, you gotta let us know. Or if you're gonna use it for your stuff, we need a better strat.
No. It was feeding him, doing the other stuff. But yeah, sure.
It's okay. Keep trying. We're spread out. We are actually making progress. 50% now. Peter, do we have a freedom? No, he's got a lead. That's a Peter, pick it up. Feed him. That's reset. Good. Keep going. Here comes Fixate 13. We're off rhythm. Derek, you got freedom. Just get out. You're probably gonna die. Yeah. So that's fine.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Save Ben. Feed him. And we're out of heals. So yeah, we the big thing we got to figure out for next week is the explosions. People stopped using the colors, they stopped using Moon and Red X, and they started running behind us, and the explosion damage was fucking us up. And that can't happen. You have to be set up so you can run to one of the 2 colors on the sides, not behind. But other than that, 40%, good progress.
Yeah, that's great.
Alright. Good job, team. Good job, team. Next week, we will have a lot more time. The one thing that we may need to do next week, I got to figure it out. We have a lockout now that we put all that work into with the rogue. It is unclear to me exactly what it will do. Because we don't have Mott and Skitford dead. And sometimes that just messes everything up. So I'm hoping that unlock with the rogue, we can zone in and then go straight through the door and only kill a couple bosses, and we'll see.
Flat, sometime this weekend, do you just want to grab his rogue and hug it up and just do Skitra and Mott? Literally a pop.
Even if we have 10 people, it'd be great to just, so long as that instance pops appropriately, it'd be great to just get those.
I'll log in now.
I'm pretty sure you can get enough people because, for example, Garg would like to get the trinket off Skitra, right?
Oh, bowl my hunter.
Yeah, I'll come on my hunter too.
And my hunter too.
Oh dear God.
And they are easy packs, so as long as a couple of mains are there, that we should be able to get those off.
I'll come on my hunter too.
Also, just knowing what's happening is a big deal.
And
I'll bring my axe.
My ass.
Good progress, guys. So yeah, next week we should be able to kill the first 3 mythic on Wednesday. And then Thursday we can learn that and get it dead.